The year is 2045. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic fantasy. It's woven into the fabric of everyday life. Every device, every screen, every billboard pulsates with AI-generated art. From music to literature, from paintings to sculptures, algorithms have become the new Michelangelos and Mozarts. The world marveled at the efficiency, the perfection, the sheer volume of art created at the lightning speed of thought. Yet, amidst this digital renaissance, a fundamental question lingered in the air, unspoken, almost forgotten. What happens when machines become the sole creators of art? What becomes of the human heart, the very essence of creativity, in a world orchestrated by algorithms? The answer, as it often does, resided in the hands of a rebel, a lone warrior wielding a paintbrush against a tidal wave of digital perfection. Her name was Maya. Maya was a painter, not the kind that adorned billboards or sold million-dollar NFTs in the metaverse. She was a traditional artist, a lover of oils and acrylics, of the texture of canvas and the scent of turpentine. Her studio, a small, cluttered haven in a world obsessed with sleek digital interfaces, was her sanctuary. She painted for herself, for the sheer joy of creation, for the way colors swirled on her palette and transformed into emotions on canvas. Each stroke was a conversation with her soul, a dialogue between her heart and the world. But the world, it seemed, had stopped listening. Galleries were filled with AI-generated art, their walls adorned with impossible landscapes and abstract figures, each piece technically flawless yet lacking the raw, vulnerable pulse of human emotion. Maya, with her canvases filled with human experiences, felt like a relic from a forgotten era. The art world, always chasing the next big thing, had crowned Visionary as its new king. An AI program unlike any other, Visionary could analyze millions of data points, emotions, memories, dreams, and translate them into art. Its creations were breathtakingly complex, technically perfect, and utterly devoid of soul. Critics hailed Visionary's work as the next evolution of art, praising its ability to tap into the human psyche with unparalleled precision. Collectors paid exorbitant sums for a piece of the digital divinity, leaving human artists like Maya struggling in the shadows. The message was clear: emotional depth, the hallmark of human art, was no longer a prerequisite for success. In the age of algorithms, it was precision, efficiency, and the ability to mimic human emotion that reigned supreme. Despair threatened to consume Maya. Was this the end? Would human creativity be relegated to dusty attics and forgotten galleries? The thought sent a surge of defiance through her. She wouldn't let her passion fade into obsolescence without a fight. An idea began to form in her mind, a daring, almost blasphemous notion. What if she could use AI, the very force that seemed to be erasing human art, to highlight its irreplaceable beauty? She pored over AI textbooks, her fingers dancing across holographic keyboards, her studio transformed into a fusion of art and technology. She was determined to create an AI that wouldn't just mimic emotions, but would capture the very essence of her creative process. The fluctuations of her heartbeat, the subtle tremors in her hand, the electric impulses in her brain as she poured her soul onto the canvas. Section 5, the exhibition, where algorithms met emotion. The Grand Gallery, a temple of modern art, buzzed with anticipation. Tonight was the culmination of months of speculation and hype. Visionary, the AI prodigy, would be unveiling its latest masterpiece, but whispers of a human artist, a lone challenger to Visionary's throne, had begun to circulate. The air crackled with tension as Maya took her place beside Visionary's sleek, minimalist podium. Her heart pounded against her ribs, a drumbeat of defiance against the hum of the AI's processors. Two spotlights pierced the darkness, illuminating their creations. Visionaries, a symphony of color and light projected onto a massive screen, depicted a breathtaking landscape of impossible beauty. The crowd gasped, mesmerized by the AI's technical prowess. Then all eyes turned to Maya's canvas. A hush fell over the gallery. Section 6. A silent auction, a roaring revelation. It wasn't the subject of Maya's painting that captivated the audience. It was the raw, unfiltered emotion that seemed to emanate from the canvas. It was a self-portrait, but not a conventional one. It wasn't a perfect representation of her physical features, but a visceral depiction of her internal world. Beside her portrait, a second canvas displayed a swirling vortex of colors and lines. a visual representation of the data collected by her AI as she painted. It mapped her heartbeat, her brainwaves, the subtle tremors in her hand, translating the invisible energy of her creative process into a tangible form. The silence in the gallery was shattered by the clatter of paddles as the bidding commenced. The usual suspects, billionaires with more money than artistic sense, were initially drawn to Visionary's spectacle. But as the night progressed, something shifted. The bidding for Maya's painting, fueled by an undercurrent of awe and a newfound appreciation for human artistry, escalated at a dizzying pace. So, Section 7, The Soul Untamed, Maya's masterpiece. A hush fell over the crowd as the final bid was announced, a number so astronomical it left even the most seasoned collectors speechless. The winning bid for Maya's painting, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, came from an unexpected source. A renowned tech mogul, his face usually plastered across tech journals, stood on the balcony, his voice echoing through the stunned silence. "We've marveled at the technical brilliance of AI," he declared, his gaze sweeping over the awestruck faces. "But tonight we've been reminded of something fundamental, something that no algorithm, no matter how sophisticated, can ever replicate. The soul of the artist, the untamed, unpredictable, utterly human essence of creativity." His words resonated through the room, a much-needed jolt to the art world's collective consciousness. Section 8. The Renaissance of the Heart. The impact of that night reverberated far beyond the gilded walls of the Grand Gallery. Maya's name, once whispered in the forgotten corners of the art world, was now synonymous with a renaissance of the heart. Her story, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, became a beacon of hope for artists struggling to find their voice in a world saturated with artificial creativity. Art schools, once dominated by digital art and AI-assisted design, saw a resurgence of interest in traditional mediums. The tactile pleasure of paint on canvas, the scent of clay and charcoal, the rhythmic clatter of a typewriter, all possessed a newfound allure. The world, it seemed, had rediscovered the irreplaceable beauty of human imperfection, the raw, unfiltered emotions that poured from the depths of the human soul. Section 9. A World Reimagined, where art finds its soul. The rise of AI in the creative field hadn't extinguished human artistry, it had ignited it. It forced humanity to re-evaluate its relationship with art, to look beyond the allure of technical perfection and rediscover the raw, vulnerable beauty of the human experience. Maya, the once forgotten painter, became a symbol of this artistic revolution. Her story served as a powerful reminder that art, in its purest form, is a conversation between the soul and the canvas, a language that transcends algorithms and speaks to the very core of what makes us human. The future of art wasn't about pitting human against machine, but about finding harmony between the two. It was about using technology not to replace human creativity, but to enhance it, to explore new frontiers of artistic expression. In this future, art was no longer just about technical mastery. It was about soul, about vulnerability, about capturing the essence of what it meant to be human in a world increasingly dominated by machines. It was about reminding the world that even in the age of algorithms, the most valuable art would always be created by the human heart.